celebrating the past successes. It gives me that feel that energy that is always needed. It gets me back, the 10X part, to number one, making a decision. And my decision came actually in an event like this. And listening to leaders that actually is a very similar story to what Karen was just saying. I was listening to a leader going from literally nothing to literally in 3 months or 6 month period, the 25, 50K earner. And I was already in the company maybe, or in the industry right there around 3 years. And for me there, listening to the stories, for me was, well, why they did it and why I didn't do it. And the major difference was, Tim said go all in. Well, and when I said, okay, let's go all in, but what does that entail? And the key thing is, for me back then, was making the decision to understand that you become what you think about. So when you understand you become what you think, I started saying, well, what if I start thinking every day that I'm earning and making 10 times more? And when I started thinking about making 10 times more, I started then thinking, well, who needs to go with me also to start thinking 10x more? And then when I started thinking about who I need to go and take with me thinking 10x more, I started saying, well, some of them maybe think 2x, some of them maybe think 5x, some of them maybe think 7x, or it maybe some of them even think 100x, you know? But the key now is to get them onto the daily activity, because I understood also that the quality of your life is depending on the quality of the feelings or the emotions that you have in daily. So now I started saying, okay, if the quality of my life is on the thoughts and the feelings that I'm having, that means every day I need to be excited about talking of where we're going. And now it got me to my thought of, okay, now I'm gonna be thinking and I'm gonna be excited every day going for that 10x of that feeling of where I'm gonna be headed. And you're talking about somebody that I was making $1,000, around $1,000 per month, and in around 12 months, we were making over $20,000 a month. And over 3 more months, we were making over $50,000 a month. And over a year later, we were making over $100,000 a month. And right there, you know, you can get in a threshold and say, okay, well, we got it, 100K. But then for me, it was like, okay, can we do 10x more? Is it possible? And the answer is, it is possible. So now when it's possible, it's like, let's go back again and go to the drawing board again and say, okay, because you become the dominating thought. If you think you can't do it, you won't do it. If you think you can do it and you're feeling it every day, you're gonna become. Thoughts are things. So if thoughts are things, that means I need to be the most excited person, the most positive person in the room, the most energized and the most activity person in the room. And I'm excited that everybody is excited, and I'm excited that everybody is putting the activity, but I'm gonna be the leader of my life. And what that happened, it was so powerful, because I didn't even notice, but after months and months of growing at it, people around me and leaders around me started feeling the same way. And I got so excited yesterday, one of my leaders, he was telling me, the one thing that I always remind myself that when you're talking to us is, always stay positive. Always stay positive. And I know this gentleman who's going to go director very soon, but that part of it being positive, I'm like, whoa, where he got that from? And the answer is the 10X part, because all of you guys start thinking, feeling excited every day, and you take a massive action every day. Not everybody's going to join. Look at this. Everybody can be director. Not everybody will be director. But when we say will be, it's not on the physical world. It's on the mindset and emotional world. You first become director here and here. And when you start speaking as director, talking as director, leading as director, feeling as director, you will become a director.
Wow, so powerful, powerful. You know, as he was sharing, I mean, I was just thinking about, yes, if I'm making $1,000, let's just say my income is $1,000, to think about making $1,005 next month. I mean, how much excitement and how much energy would you get from that? Right? You know, a lot of times, how many of you have ever heard anybody say, I'm doing my best, hoping for the best, I'm not giving up, I'm gonna continue, and hopefully if I keep doing my best, great things are gonna happen. How many of you ever had conversations with people in your life, that's the way they think, that's the way they talk? How many of you guys ever engaged in conversations like that, right? Most of us. Most people around us are just trying to do their best and hoping that things will get better. And the reality is, doing your best and hoping that things will get better is not a formula to win. Because it doesn't give you the energy that Mr. Ivan and Mr. Timmer was just talking about. But if I'm making 1,000 and I actually set a goal saying I want to make 10,000, I mean, just the thought of receiving a paycheck or receiving a commission and you going to a bank account, instead of it being 1,000, it's 10 times bigger, 10,000 as your goal for 3 months later, 1 year later, or whenever that may be, and you visualize yourself, you think about what would it feel like to receive a $10,000 deposit instead of $1,000 deposit. Just the thought of it, right? How many of you agree it gives you excitement, it gives you energy? And that's exactly what Mr. Ivan is sharing with us. And it's like, does that really work? I will prove it to you right now. Let's just say you decide to schedule a vacation for your family. What's your dream vacation destination? Anybody want to tell me? Dream vacation destination. Jeju? Okay, all right. Who said that? All right, Jeju. So, okay. So, let's just say you want to take your whole family to Jeju. You've never been there. You've never been there. You've never experienced it. You don't know anything about it. But you want to go. If it's Jeju or Spain or Hawaii or Fiji or wherever it may be, Dubai, wherever. But you say, you set the vacation date. You say, our family's going on a vacation 3 months from now to our dream vacation location. You're not there. You didn't travel there yet. You haven't experienced it yet. You're not physically there yet. But just the fact that you said it and you committed to going on that vacation, how many of you could agree with me? Immediately, you will have the excitement, you have the energy about the vacation. How many of you guys agree with that? Thinking big, just like Mr. Ivan was talking about, you thinking 10 times and 100 times bigger, it will give you the energy and it will give you the excitement, not later, right now, and give you the roadmap to take that action, as we're hearing from our leaders right now. And they're encouraging us right now to make that decision and make that decision to think 10 times or even bigger while we're right here in Las Vegas. And I have to share with you, the next person that we're going to hear